Dating is one of those things, man. It's tough to find somebody, especially now, that you can really gel with. You feel like you can be yourself with, laugh, have a good time, really catch feelings for. When you do find it, it's like, damn, I don't want to let this go. That's exactly where our listener Janet's at. She's got a boyfriend that she's been with for about 2 years. She thinks he's great. He is awesome. He is everything. The problem is that her kids still don't like him.
Dang.
Even after 2 years, dude. She sent a DM. Serena's got it. It is time for listener therapy on Tino, Coach Chino Radio. Please read it.
I've been with my boyfriend for about 2 years now, and he is great to me and my 2 kids. Actually, he is real good and definitely a father figure. The problem is that my girls are not comfortable with him and don't seem to like him. I'm so confused because he has done more for them than their actual dad. I just wonder if their real dad is putting things in their head and painting this bad picture of him. How should I handle this?
I mean, that's probably what it is. I feel like the level of maturity it takes to co-parent and be okay when your ex moves on with a new person. I don't know if I got that in me, man. I'll be honest, I don't know. And the idea of a new man or woman being around your kids, the thoughts, I could only imagine how complicated that is. Like, you don't want them to discipline them.
It's terrible.
I feel like it's low-key probably what Janet's thinking. If I had to put, my 2 cents in, I think that the dad is probably saying things about this man and making the kids, feel some type of way about him.
I would sit down with my kids and I would really talk to them, ask them what's going on, if there's an actual issue, if their dad is putting things in their head, because, you just never know. Like, you could say, yeah, he's a great person, but yeah, when you're there, but you don't know, if he's mean to them when you're gone, or you just don't know what's happening. So I would definitely sit down with my kids and figure it out.
Nicasio, thoughts?
Kids are kids. Like, I feel like if they discipline those kids one time, then they're forever gonna hate that stepdad. Like, it's just, I don't know.
I get that. Like, the whole you're not my dad.
Yeah,
type thing.
I'm not sure if I would side with the kids on this. Like, if I was her, I would still make it work with the dude.
At the end of the day, that's the thing. Like, you are the parents. Like, I feel like I understand that you love your kids and you respect your kids and everything, but I don't know, because I don't have kids. I just feel like the relationship comes before the kids because you want to be the inspiration to your kids to show them what a strong relationship looks like, right?
Yes.
I need to know the ages of the kids, though, too. Because
I wish you would have put that.
Because if they're little kids, I'm not choosing a man over my little kids.
I want to go to the phones and get your thoughts, man. Hannah's on the line. She wants to speak out, so we'll talk to her next. Our Tino Cochino radio listener Janet reached out because her kids don't like her boyfriend. And it's kind of a sucky situation, man. I mean, she's been with this guy for like 2 years now. She thinks he might be gearing up to pop that question because things are so good. But the problem is that the kids just don't like him. And she obviously cares what her kids think. And she just is kind of questioning how to move forward.
Yeah.
We've got Hannah on the line. What's it sound like to you?
At the end of the day, they're your children. They came out of you. So your priorities change when you become a mom. And that is like a really privileged way of talking about it, because love is a big part of us. But I have nannied for single mothers. I've nannied for people who are together but in bad relationships. The people who put their children first, no matter what their relationship status is, they have such healthy relationships with their children as they grow. I see it with one family from when their children were born to when they were teenagers.
Oh, wow.
And those kids loved their mom. She could do no wrong. They and it's not about like them sticking around and helping you when you get older. That's not why people should be having kids, but that is something you are never going to lose. You can find another man. Those children are yours forever.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many people that I've seen where they choose their, new partner over their kids. And I don't know, I feel like I would talk to my kids because, I would always put my kids first. And if there's a reason why you're not liking this person I'm with, like this isn't going to work out. I need to get to the bottom of it or I need to leave.
Totally. And sometimes she didn't give you an age. But when they're little, there could be other reasons why, and they cannot say because they don't have the words for it. So that's really important too, as a mom or a caretaker or whoever, to really pay attention to, like, why don't you like him? What is he giving you the creeps? Has he done something? Anything.
But what about her? What about like her relationship with the guy? Like, because she said there's nothing wrong. He's great.
She's in love, and sometimes we put blinders on, right? We refuse to see shit about people before, especially if she thinks a question is right around the horizon. If a ring is coming, women, we know how we get, right? And it's not a bad thing. It's good to be in love and get those butterflies and stuff. But that also, again, back to the kids, she may not be seeing something that might be staring her straight in the face that she won't see until much later, and by then it will be too late.
Coming up next. Tino Casino Radio.
Man, that's celebrity gossip, bro. There's always something popping. Serena
Yes,
takes
sir.
care of us. She knows what it is. And today we're talking about what?
Judging women's bodies has been happening for a very long time, and Oprah is sharing how this affected her for 25 years.
Who judges
It's
their
sad.
bodies? I don't.
You'll get Ozempic, and you'll get Ozempic. We're going to talk about it next. Everybody across the world knows Oprah, baby, and everybody
Yep.
loves Oprah.
Yes.
Now, she's speaking out, I guess, on body shaming because she's received it a ton, which I didn't even know. I mean, I know she's always like talked about weight loss and been about it, but I never knew she was shamed for it. It's
Yes.
Tino Cochino Radio. It's tea time. Serena's got it.
So she just shared in a clip how, this really affected her throughout her career, especially because it became like this joke and it was on magazine covers. And yeah, it's really sad.
There used to be a man called Mr. Blackwell. Every year would do his list of the people who were in and the people who were out, the people who were well-dressed and the people who were not. And I was at the bottom of the list, and I was on the cover of one of the magazines. I think it was TV Guide. And the headline was Dumpy, Frumpy, and Downright Lumpy. And it was on the cover of all the magazines. And I took in all the shame, and I accepted that this thing that people have labeled me with, being fat, being overweight, being unable to control my willpower, not having any willpower, that's my shame. That's it. They're right.
Serena was right. Right before we play the clip, she said it's really sad. And it is, because people, that's what Oprah said, that you take it in and you just accept it as the norm. One of our first videos that did really good for us on social media was one, you can go find it now. It's at Tino Cochino Radio. Scroll down a bit and you'll see it. The thumbnail says bad Mexican nicknames. And we talked about the fact that, like, in Latino households, I don't know for everybody, but as a kid, whatever your like little thing was, like they'd make a nickname based on it. So like me, I had a chubby belly, so I was always nicknamed Panzon, and that always stuck with me. And when I grew up, I was like, I don't want to be fat because of that. Everyone called me that as a kid. So it's something that always stuck with me. And I talked about that. Bro, the comments that came in were crazy. It was like, this is just training for life. Another one said, maybe you shouldn't be so soft. They're trying to teach you strength. Clearly it didn't work. Man,
God.
you need to toughen up. And it's just like, bro, shame is real and these things stay with you, and whether you talk about them or not, that's on you, but that's also what holds you back and holds you down from growing and keeps you feeling so insecure about yourself. And if anything, that's the one thing you should not be insecure about is you.
And it's just annoying because it's never going to stop. Because, okay,
No.
Oprah, this was a long time ago, and she's 70 years old, and it's still, she's still talking about it. And then we see it now with the Kardashians. They talk about how they got all this work done. They're talking about Taylor Swift, how she has no body. So it's like, what do you want?
Exactly. Miserable people want other people to feel miserable. So at the end of the day, you just got to do what's right for you, work on you, for you, and don't do it for anybody else, man. It's not worth it.
Coming up next. Tino Casino Radio.
World seems to be obsessed with coffee. I don't know what it is, bro. I mean, I know it's been a thing and it's been around forever, but for some reason right now, it's just a coffee world that we're living in. And I want to talk about it next on Tino Cochino Radio. I can't stand coffee, by the way. Coffee, cafe.
Aye.
I can't stand it, dude. I don't know what it is, man. It's a Tino Cochino. I've never been a coffee guy. Specifically, I think it's just not so much the taste, but it's more so the smell. It never smells good to me. But I feel like we're at a point right now where coffee is almost like trending. Like I noticed Nicasio had a little beach day over the weekend. Even at the beach, he's posted, I got my cafe. And then when he was at some other restaurant, he's like, cafe de olla. And he's just posting all of it. And then Serena is to the point she's making her own. She went and got her own little cups that look like Starbucks and her own
that's a max.
foam and this whole thing. And you're making it at home.
Yes, I am. But it's been a struggle because I don't think my coffee machine or my espresso machine is hitting the right pressure for the espresso.
Oh, damn, you said it ain't getting hit right?
Hot tour.
So I was looking up stuff on YouTube. Now I think I have to take it apart and fix it. So I mean, it's still
all
a
that
work in
even
progress.
worth it?
Yes,
But why? You could just go to Starbucks. It's already
because
made.
I'm trying to save money.
But are you saving money by
Yeah.
having to take this apart and
Well, yeah,
reassemble?
because it's not going to cost me money to just take it apart and put it
And
back
I can
together.
guarantee you that your coffee is not hitting the same way Starbucks is.
Kind of what she said.
because
hitting.
it's not the right pressure. So I got to figure that out.
You know what?
I got a random question real quick too
Okay.
while we're on the coffee topic. Why are the Starbucks tumblers such a thing? There's 10,000,492 billion different versions of them. Why are people so like, oh my God, have you seen my tumbler? Like, what's so exciting about it?
That I do not know. I mean, I think they're pretty cups, but then I think I bought one and then I was over it because it doesn't keep your cup, like your drink cold.
To me, they're almost like, I feel like they're tacky.
Yeah, and they're $30. They're not
Damn.
cheap. Yeah, they're expensive.
Like, do you get a discount when you go to Starbucks
No.
with your...
My sister-in-law has a whole like display.
A shrine of it.
Yes, of Starbucks cups.
That's crazy, bro. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I do want to cut the energy drinks and kind of get into coffee.
It's a good alternate.
But let's be clear. I don't want all the... I don't want it to be like I'm drinking...
A milkshake like Serena?
I
Exactly.
don't drink
dude.
a milkshake. I drink an iced latte.
I don't want all the sugar and all that. So if you were ever like me and you hated coffee, how did you slowly transition into it? I would love your tips and advice, man. Instagram is at Tino Cochino Radio. Shoot me a DM and let me know what worked for you. Coming up next, dude, we're going to talk the 2 main reasons couples get divorced and share some advice from a divorce attorney.
Oh, dang.
I hate even saying the word divorce. Let's talk the 2 main reasons couples get divorced. It is at Tino Cochino Radio on Instagram. Tap in if you haven't. Serena, what's good?
So yes, this divorce lawyer said infidelity and money, but he did say that cheating, yes, it is a reason, but you shouldn't just say, oh, we got divorced because so-and-so cheated, because it's a deeper problem of like a lack of intimacy, you know, like something was happening in the relationship. So they're just saying, you know, to make sure you're working on that. And then that men should also leave little notes for their wives, because that's going to help like women want to be intimate.
Yeah, I get that.
We're not doing that.
You don't do that?
No, hell no.
I'll leave a little note here and there, like not all the time, but I'll leave like a maybe if I can't. Like one time, I remember I couldn't find like a notepad, but I just ripped off a piece of like paper towel and wrote "I love you" and left it like on the counter.
Oh.
My husband used to do that a lot when we first started dating, and he doesn't do it so much now, but it's still cute. So if he's like, I don't know, like leaving something for me to find, he'll leave like a cute little note, like, here's this,
Oh,
make
that's
sure you
cool.
do this. Yeah.
I think I left one. I remember now. I left one and it said, remember to lock the door.
No, I love you after.
So sweet.
Tino Cochino Radio.
Let's talk about being stressed out or maybe just not feeling like ourselves. I feel like it happens to everybody, man. We're human. And a lot of people don't talk about it. And it's like social media, right? Most people only post the good. But in reality, everybody also has some negative happening, some bad at some point. And that's kind of why I started my mental health podcast, Is Anyone Listening? Because I felt very alone and low at one point, and it was just like curious. Is anyone listening? Sure, we have a big radio show and technically people listen, but are you listening or just kind of like, is it background noise? You know what I mean? Like, are we making a difference? And that's what I wanted to do. Therefore, the podcast started. I was recapping therapy sessions. It really helped me personally, and it's helped a lot of people along the way, which is exciting. I am curious for like everybody in the room, Serena, when you feel off, because I mean, we've talked about it before. We even did a live version of the podcast and you were a guest on it, and you spoke out how sometimes, you know, just being a mom can be overwhelming. So when you have those moments, how do you try to like de-stress? What do you do?
I usually cry it out. But that
Which
usually
is healthy,
does.
though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it usually makes me feel better afterwards. And I mean, I haven't had a mom breakdown in a while. But when that was happening, I would just talk to my husband to be like, hey, like I need a break today. And there was a time I told him like he needed to come home from work because I literally just felt defeated that day.
Communication is key, man. And you cannot be, if this is your partner, right? Somebody that you're sharing your life with, you can't be ashamed or embarrassed to bring up your life and your insecurities or whatever you might have going on. They're supposed to be your rock when you need it. We have a listener that reached out, and actually I wanted to share this with Serena. It says, I'm a single mother of 3, and I got teary-eyed when I heard Serena start crying when you guys talked about this before. Thank you so much for sharing your inspiring, relatable life stories.
Aw, dang, she's a single mom of 3?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
she
couldn't
has
imagine. So I actually have a friend who also is a single mom of 3 kids. And I used to always tell her, like, I think of you, like when I'm having a rough day, like how did she do it? Because she was, I mean, by herself with 3 kids for a long time.
So the way this podcast started, we were recapping therapy sessions, and then it got to a point where life was completely different. Like I started it at a low and now I'm at a high. I'm married. I'm chasing comedy dreams. I have a new like end goal, and there's just so many different things going on. So the way we're doing it now, we're still talking mental health and highs and lows and ups and downs, but Now we're also bringing comedy into the mix. So I'm interviewing different comedians every week and getting their perspective because I'm jumping into the comedy world, but also with comedy, again, comedians are some of the most tortured souls out there.
Yeah.
That's why they do comedy, because they want to have an outlet. They want to feel a connection. And what I love about this podcast, like I told you earlier, is that it's actually connecting with people. I've got a listener on the line that wants to share how the podcast actually saved his relationship. We're talking to Davey next. It is Tino Cochino Radio. If you're just tuning in, what up? Appreciate you for hanging out with us today. As always,
sir.
You could listen and stream anything you want. But right now, here you are with us. So, gracias. So, we've got Davey on the line, and this call makes me excited, bro. What were you telling me?
Your podcast actually saved my relationship.
Oh, wow. How so? What happened?
Man, just listening about going to therapy and bettering yourself. And I be checking in and listening to the things that you're saying, man. Just better yourself as a person, man. And I try to tell my girl, like, check in, like, listen to this podcast and let's do the therapy thing. And she actually started listening to it as well. We started doing therapy, and we find, man, after 10 years, we together now. We staying together. So that therapy works, man. I appreciate the show.
No, that's so dope, man. I feel like other guys like need to hear that too, because you know how it is, man. Latino dudes are so prideful, and we don't want to work on ourselves. We just try and just not talk about it. But it's like, man, if you love somebody and you love your relationship, there ain't no shame in working on it, you know?
Facts. And I'm worse than Latino. I'm Puerto Rican, so it makes it even harder.
Oh, yeah. Y'all spicy.
Same thing.
There it is, bro. Well, hey, thanks for checking in. If you guys want to stream the podcast, again, it's called Is Anyone Listening? And you can stream it for free now wherever you stream your favorite podcast, or just click the link in our Instagram bio and it'll take you there, as well as links for upcoming comedy shows. It's at Tino Cochino Radio on Instagram. Are you smarter than Ocasio? It's Tino Cochino Radio.
Yeah.
Our contestant today. What's your name?
Twyla.
All right, girl. We want you to win. So think carefully. Take a guess. Even if you get it wrong, we'll try and help you out with some hints, okay?
Okay.
Walt Disney, the creator of Mickey Mouse and founder of Disneyland, was afraid of what animal? Is it A, mice, B, cats, or C, red pandas?
A?
Oh, mice.
He was afraid of mice that made Mickey Mouse?
Life size?
Random, dude. There it is. Congratulations. We're going to get you hooked up, okay?
Okay, thank you.
How's your day going?
Fine, and yours?
I mean, you know, I'm here. I'm not going to lie. We took a break a second ago, like during commercials, and we have a ping pong table, and we went out to play ping pong, and I play every day. And since they put it in, and I lose every day, and I really thought today was going to be my day, and I got beat again, and I'm pissed.
Well, keep trying. You got to keep trying. You're going to get better. Practice makes perfect.
Oh,
He's
there you
not,
go.
though.
That was nice.
I love the energy. Don't hang up. We'll get your info, okay?
All right.
Coming up next.
Tino Cochino Radio.
All right, so the CEO of Instagram has shared how you can actually get more engagement on your profile. I want to share it with you so you can try it out and see if it works. We'll talk all about it next. So the CEO of Instagram has posted a video and shared how to get more engagement. So let's listen.
Nice.
Let's participate, and hopefully our engagement will grow together. So number one, he said you gotta respond to the comments. People want to know that you're actually being active and not just on some like bot type stuff. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Number two, carousels give you multiple chances to be shown on people's feed. And I have noticed that. Like if you do post a carousel, depending on who and what it is,
Like multiple pics?
different times, like on my profile, I'll see a different version of it come up. Like once it'll be like the first picture, and then sometimes the third picture will come up, and I'll see it as it's like a new post almost.
And I'm like, dang, okay, I'll like it.
Yeah, no, carousels, definitely. You got to do that, man. Post a couple, different pics and video like in one. Number three, engagement rate is more important than follower count. So you can have 1 million followers, but if 0.00001% is engaging, none of that matters. Which I think we all know. Like the follower count is not a big thing anymore. It's about who actually cares about your page and the stuff that you post.
I do engage with comments, but this is a thought I just had recently. Are we supposed to be engaging on other people's posts?
That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, I think specifically this is for you. Like if people are commenting on your page, you need to be in your comments going back and forth. I think, but I don't know. Maybe it knows if you're active in someone else posts, maybe it's like, okay, they're not a bot. And so let's open their account more. I don't know. But I mean, that's a good question.
I feel like, if I wanted to post my son or something like that, like I just want other people to see my son. Like I don't want to go viral for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to put my life out there. Because whenever I look at Instagram, like pages, I want to see people's lives. I want to see what they're doing. versus them trying to do something like a meme or something. You know
But
what
for
I mean?
you, I feel like, or Antarina, I mean, because you're both on the radio, you're influencers. So if people on the radio want to go to your page and see what's going on, like you're a DJ, you're in clubs, they
Yeah.
might want to see more of that versus just family stuff.
Yeah. But I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything crazy in the club that, like, you know, I'm just so I can get like the algorithm going. You know what I mean? Like,
I enjoy seeing people's family stuff though in general because I do follow listeners back. If like they're engaging a lot with me, I usually do follow back, and I like to see like about them, like in their lives and what's going on, and I'll usually comment too.
It's a bunch of posts on their page. Like, look what I made my man for dinner. And it just looks like the worst meal ever.
Chino Radio.
Let's talk the perfect match. It's Tino
Let's
Cochino
do it.
Radio. Nicasio was just making a theme song. You want to sing it?
it's the perfect match,
That'd be good.
and we lose control.
Okay.
We
Is
cheat
this a
on
Lion
each
King?
other,
Lion King song. Okay.
and we all fall down.
All right, it's good. Listen, man, couple spoiler, or I guess a big spoiler alert if you haven't finished it. Change it now, dude. Sorry, I never want to push people away, but we got to keep it moving, man. The season finale has been out. We know who won.
Yes.
It should have been, in my opinion, either, is it Kaz or Kaz? How do you pronounce the name?
Cause
And Micah. Should have been
no,
either
they
them.
had too many problems throughout the
But
whole
they
show.
worked through them.
Did they on the last episode? So did they really work through it?
Yeah, I think so.
Still did.
That's what a relationship is. Ups and downs, and they work through it. Now, who was more lovey-dovey? Definitely Steven and Alara. They neither won.
No.
A couple won that should not have won. I
Yeah.
won't give that
That's
away
so
if you haven't
stupid.
seen it. But Steven and Alara, they were the ones that were like, look, we're good no matter what, man. We're going to, as soon as this show's done, we're going to figure it out. And one of us will move to London or move
Yeah,
to
I
LA
know.
and blah, 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 blah. This is what happened.
Oh my god. After the show, we went on holiday and it was amazing. He promised me that we'd go on we'd be together and we'd get an apartment, and then it just, he ghosted me.
Alara and I have not carried on a relationship outside the show. I honestly just didn't have time to carry on a relationship, let alone one that was overseas. I was going to bed, she would wake up. Had to get back to real world stuff, and it was just wrong time. So we have not carried on the relationship, haven't spoken much, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it was hard because I've never been ghosted. I normally ghost, but when someone ghosts me, I'm like, oh, this is not normal, okay? I don't want to get emotional. I was ready to move to LA, or he was ready to come to London, and we were looking at apartments. He sent me a massive paragraph saying you deserve so much better, like, I'm not in the right headspace right now, I've got so much going on. And obviously, what am I going to do? I'm going to block him. So that's what I did.
The fact that he seemed obsessed with her.
Yes.
In every way. And the
Yeah.
fact he ghosted her
What a
is
slime ball.
crazy,
I feel like
man.
all the men were low-key slime balls.
Yeah, Bryce or whatever his name was, he was the worst one of all of them because he was purposely
Oh,
trying to get in
Brighton.
and break everybody up.
Brighton,
Brighton,
right?
that's what it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
I didn't like him. He was arrogant. And then I didn't like any of them. Well, actually, I thought Chris was a really good guy, but I don't think him and Tulum.
Izzy was my favorite guy because he was just drunk all the time.
I loved Izzy.
He was like a nice guy.
Nicasio has not seen it. Nicasio has not watched it. My wife has a girl crush on Alara. Like, she talks about her all the
damn.
time, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, she has the hottest outfits, and she's just so bad." And I'm like, "Oh my
He
god."
did have the best outfits, but I think Jessica was my favorite.
Yeah, no. Chelsea found this clip of people on TikTok talking about Jess, and I think they had a good point. They were saying that she seemed the most mature out of everybody, but even though she seemed the most mature, she still acts very immature. And I
How?
thought that was because she's still chasing after guys like this, and she's on reality TV. You're not gonna find the mature man that you're looking for on a slimy dating show.
But she's making money. She's making a living for her kid.
Yeah, but like her kid's gonna grow up and see her mom with Henry.
But she's the one that left.
Or Harry, or was
She's
it-
the one that left Harry.
But she went back to him after the show was done.
She gave him one more chance, and she learned he's not the one.
Sounds good. I gotta watch it.
No need now. We talked about the whole thing.
Coming up next.
Tino Cochino Radio.
Ariana Grande, dude, we had talked about recently that she said her ultimate like dream dinner date would be with Jeffrey Dahmer.
What the hell?
He seemed interesting. Jeffrey Dahmer's victim's family spoke out.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
I want to share that with you next. We recently in Tea Time spoke about the fact that Ariana Grande said she would love to have a sit down like dinner date with Jeffrey Dahmer, that she found him very interesting, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's Tino Cochino Radio. Dude, in a very emotional response, one of the victim's mothers spoke out. And she basically said that she is disappointed and very hurt. And she hopes that Ariana can understand the impact of her comments. She says she literally still grapples with the pain of losing her son back in 1991 to the acts of Dahmer. And she just basically said she was disturbed by Ariana's casual laughter during the podcast and during the statements. She said, to me, it seemed like she's very sick in her mind. It's not fancy or funny to say that you would have wanted to do dinner with him. It's also not something you should say to young people, which she says she did. I don't know, man. I mean, it was a very just awkward statement to make, don't you think?
Yes. So I was trying to find out her age when she said this, because I think she was probably underage, because it was for Nickelodeon and her parents were with her when she was answering these questions. So I don't condemn her for making those comments then, but I did think it was weird when she was saying it now, because she wasn't, clarifying like, I know that's a terrible idea because of everything that he's done. She didn't kind of put that disclaimer, and she was laughing. So that's where I feel like, yes, it's very hurtful to the families of the victims. Yeah.
She had recently made this though, right? Like I'm looking at the interview, like this clip of it. She recently talked about it. This is grown Ariana.
She recently talked about it, but she said back then is when she did this. I can't remember why it even came up. It's because her music video for, I think it's The Boy Is Mine, but Penn Badgley's in the music video and he's playing Joe from You. So that's where she says that she had this fascination with serial killers when she was younger, and that's how it led into that.
It doesn't matter when she said it. People are still getting canceled for things they said 20 years ago.
That's a great point. I don't know. It's crazy too when you think about though, like I was doing research on like podcast stuff recently, and the number one podcast genre of all is serial killer, like true crime, stuff like that. So I mean, it's not just her that has an interest in this, low key. I'm not saying I'm for it, but I'm just saying a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, even the documentaries on Netflix, the biggest ones are like the murder, the true crime ones, right?
Yes. And I mean, yes, people have this fascination, but I think you need to be careful, because after what Jeffrey Dahmer, weren't people dressing up like that?
Yeah, they turned it into a whole thing.
So I feel like that is extremely disrespectful.
And she said she wanted to have dinner with Scream too, didn't she say that?
The Scream killer, the Ghostface, and Freddy Krueger.
Coming up next.
Tino Casino Radio.
Being that Serena is pregnant, I want to share this with her and then just with all the parents out there. I guess doing this during pregnancy can harm your child's brain development. Has Serena done it already?
Oh.
We'll talk about it next. Listen up. Apparently, fluoride in pregnancy may harm child's brain development. This is all according to a new study via the New York Post. It's Tino Cochino Radio. And yeah, it says that a new study suggests a link between greater fluoride intake in pregnancy and toddlers with how do you say? I never could say the word right. Behavioral. Yeah, I don't know why that's the one word, bro. I just can never say. Children in the womb exposed to higher levels of fluoride, a mineral found naturally in water in varying amounts, later were more likely to experience temper tantrums, headaches, stomach aches, anxiety, and symptoms linked to autism. That's crazy.
Wow. I was gonna say, because it's literally in everything. It's in toothpaste. It's in most, just like your at-home water, your faucet water. So if you're cooking with that, I was reading too actually on fluoride, and even if you boil the water, it actually increases the fluoride somehow.
I saw too, you're not supposed to listen to Flow Right Up.
No one does.
That's a weak joke. I promise my comedy sets are better.
Tino Casino Radio.
Yeah. Turn it up.